Why don't you ever tell me? You never tell me.
Let me see.
What's up, everybody? Lauren doesn't tell me when my hair is all messed up. Okay, that's good. This way. Hey, how's lighting?
I think good.
All right. We were trying to figure out if we should have like a room light on or the other light on. So I wanted to bring Lauren in because lots of stuff came out today, lots of legal stuff. She was just on the websites looking at the stuff, and I'm just angry. I'm just gonna yell at her a lot, and nothing is her fault. Like I want to yell at PT, and nothing is his fault either. Also, this disgruntled veteran on Reddit. I don't know if he's got a YouTube account or he comments in a different name as some people do. On Reddit, my name is Suspicious Joke because I didn't make it; they made it for me. Although I am a little bit of a suspicious joke, so it kind of works out. But on Reddit, he's disgruntled veteran, and a lot of people have told me today and yesterday that he's really been on top of this stuff since kind of the beginning, and he's a very reliable source. So he this disgruntled veteran was Kyle. So hey Wendy. So this disgruntled veteran he posted this stuff today, and then he gave it to PT, I guess, and then I looked at it, and it just makes me angry. And Lauren was looking at it before, and she's like, "No, it actually sounds like that's what it is." And I was like, "Don't tell me that. Say something else. Say something different. Say something that the feds and the state can't possibly be working concurrently. They're supposed to be two separate entities. You told me for like a year. No, when he goes to the feds, it's all different. They don't play around. Apparently, it's not.
But that doesn't mean sentencing can't be concurrent. He could stand two different trials and have it.
That means that it means that Amir has his finger on the scale again. That's what this means. Amir actually has his finger on the scale in the federal court, which he's not even part of. See, I told you I was going to yell at her. It's not her fault.
No, so Amir, the way I was listening to people's video, and that's the way his motion read.
I just pressed the "Where's my badge," Rania. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you?
Go ahead.
I can't hear that.
I
know. What he's saying is, resolve the federal case first. And if there could be some sort of global settlement, or maybe there is going to be a concurrent sentence, or maybe based on that, they could come up with a deal in the state case, because he'll be serving time, maybe.
Fraudy is texting me. I'm trying to figure out why he's not just in here. He's showing me pictures of his garden. Get in the live chat. Yeah, so I wanted to. So Amir has his finger on the scale, his thumb on the scale. Amir's going to see what happens in the federal, and then he's going to go to them and he's going to say, "Hey, listen, you got him anyway."
But not in an impermissible way.
No, in an Amir way, because he, as PT says, the best lawyer in Central Orlando.
Maybe, but
that has to make me mad. I want them to run consecutively because it's two completely separate jurisdictions.
So I don't practice in federal. I'm not administrative.
Oh, we forgot. We forgot.
Our disclaimer.
We forgot. Lauren is not doing this for any purpose other than I'm holding her hostage. She doesn't blink 4 times. So those people know I'm not holding you. But you did that under duress. Actually, I've plied her with alcohol is really the thing. So she has no standing in Florida, no standing in the federal court, no standing in Florida at all in any court. No, I wasn't at court today. Nothing happened today. They postponed everything because it's Jeremy. This is only her opinion.
Opinions only.
Only entertainment value.
Entertainment value.
She's not in the bar. She's registered here in New York, but not in Florida. Nobody paying any attention to what she says.
Not giving legal advice.
Right. Not giving legal advice. Except to me.
except
Go ahead.
So, I don't think it's based on, now I can't say for sure.
It's my boy Fraudy. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Friday. I think it's within the federal judge's discretion to decide whether or not the sentences run concurrently or
Wendy always likes to come on
consecutively.
and tell me there's shit I don't know. Shane, there's more tea than you're aware of. 100%. That's Wendy's thing. Wendy likes to tell me I don't know anything.
Can't give full opinions without all the tea.
Okay. Fraudy's flattered. Fraudy is. Nobody ever pissed off Fraudy, just FYI, just so you're aware of that. Don't ever do that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. The alcohol.
My instinct is, and I don't know for sure, is that, and I'd have to look it up, and I can do some stuff while we're on today.
We do have some access to some documents. Also, go ahead. I'm interrupting again.
No, that's okay.
People are going to say you brought a lawyer on and you don't let her speak.
My instinct says is that it's within the federal judge's discretion whether or not to have the sentences run concurrently or consecutively. And I think it could be either or.
What'd you do to your skin? Your skin looks fabulous. She got all gussied, I think.
I did because the last
it was bad. Because the last thumbnail in the last live video, she was like this. And she was upset about it. Mad Dog, listen, who the hell knows what Michael Breen really is? That guy, he's sketch. I do not doubt your intelligence. You would be the only one. Wendy doesn't doubt my intelligence. I said she's the only one. All right, so pop open some. She's gonna pop open some stuff. I wanted to say some things that I have coming up. I got my hands on a couple things, thanks to some people in the Jeremy Dewitte community. I'm gonna post them soon. It's amazing stuff. Thornton, he threatened to sue. He's threatened to use everyone who mentions him in Dewitte. Who's threatened to sue everyone who mentions him? Oh, Breen? Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, some people in this room who he's threatened to sue. Not this room here, not Lauren and I, in this room. So I got a text message. I got my hands on an actual text message from Jeremy to Habibsi, which apparently, if you listen to the jailhouse calls, Rania is Habibsi. And Jeremy thanks her for a fantastic session of oral sex. Saucy. And he didn't even have to ask for it. Jeremy likes those busty Arab women. That's his move. That's his thing. Yeah, Michael Breen is Sticky Fingers. Is that? Oh no, Sticky Fingers Smooth. I was just telling Lauren before, a friend of mine was on a softball team called Sticky Pajamas. I don't know if it's the same idea, but I like it. So also, you never say anything stupid in any of my videos. So that's how you won the still sending cease and desist. Yeah, Michael Breen's still sending cease and desist letters. I tried to get one. I didn't get one. I was desperate to get one. Having both pending at the same time. They wind up running concurrent. But Yogi Bear, they're not supposed to be running. They can run concurrently, but not in concert. You know what I mean? Like they shouldn't be working together. You make those faces. Why do you make those faces?
Because it's not.
No, I don't want Jeremy to ever have anything concurrent.
I get it, but that's not how the system works.
That's how it should work.
Federal courts have the discretion to decide whether to impose sentences concurrently or consecutively, including those that have been imposed in state proceedings.
Oh, was that it? Is that the black thing? That was my life-size standee of Donald Trump that I didn't want to put up there because people get mad. So I took it down just for this video.
So
okay.
I was right.
But what?
My instinct. It's in the judge's discretion, and they can run federal courts have the discretion to decide. So the federal court, because they're the higher court, has the discretion to decide whether or not it's going to run concurrently or consecutively. It appears
Okay.
from what I'm looking at quickly.
No, it's neither here nor there, Kevin. Obviously, it's neither here nor there.
It's just a matter of whether he stands trial in the state. And then what'll be interesting is if the judge decides.
See, I already got my first let her speak. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Go ahead. If the judge.
So if the federal trial goes first, my question would be, will he serve the federal sentence first? Or because he was in state custody first, would he then have to go stand trial in the state and then in the state of Florida, and then they have jurisdiction or priority? Think of it like creditor priority. They were first in time, so then he would have to serve his sentence in Florida first.
Accidental Esquire understands.
Thank you.
No. He understands what I'm saying.
Oh.
Accidental Esquire says, no, they're separate sovereigns.
Right.
And it's a backroom deal.
Maybe.
No, it is. Amir. And because Amir is his real attorney and the federal guy is only his court appointed, Amir's running the show. No?
I don't know if I can make that jump. They're both officers of the court. That's, I don't know.
Amir is the big swinging. Yeah.
If he's not admitted to federal practice, he can't have a hand in Jeremy's defense in a federal case. He just can't.
Hey,
they could talk to each other about the two different spots they're in with their respective cases, but Amir can't drive the ship in the federal case if he's not admitted.
Barry Howell, I just got here, but did you know they're agreeing to prison time on both cases? Barry, that's great, but they're going to do it concurrently, which means it's actually not both. It's one. We need both. We need consecutively.
Right, but the federal judge may not give consecutive. But they may make the application.
No, the federal judge is not going to give consecutive.
Just because Amir is saying, hey, this case may be resolved on a plea, meaning the federal case, and then.
No, sorry. I'm trying to respond to the
No,
people
go ahead.
and you at the same time.
That's
and
okay.
See-Through is going to give me all sorts of shit if I don't. See-Through, can you let me know when I can speak? Go ahead, Lauren.
Just because Amir's motion says that, it may be a global settlement doesn't mean that.
Wait, this guy's last name is Sildenafil. Do you get stock? Because I could use some, a little bit maybe. I was a state prosecutor for 6 years. Accidental Esquire.
Okay, so.
Accidental, can you take over the chat, please? We don't need to be here anymore.
Accidental Esquire will have way more knowledge than I would, because I never think.
And why was it accidental? Tommaso Sildenafil, Metro winning. So Wendy, yes, it depends on whether, but Amir said today he's going to wait. That's what he wants to do. He wants to wait for the feds to figure it out and then say, okay, he's already in jail. Fed and state deals are done all the time. Accidental, where were you a prosecutor? And what happened that you got fired? I'm just kidding. Where were you a prosecutor? We always kick to the state. Well, everybody's trying to kick to everybody else, aren't they? New Mexico. Do you know? Oh, I can't say it. The judge in sentencing first has the jurisdiction to reserve the judge in sentencing first. Well, that doesn't make sense.
So what?
I would think the judge who's sentencing first is okay, you get 5 years. And then when you go back to the other court, now they're working off the first one.
So that's what I was kind of talking about.
Wendy's ass backwards.
I think
she's gonna get mad.
I think what Wendy's trying to say is whoever was first in time may have the right of priority for the prison sentence. Is that what you're saying, Wendy?
Hold on. Wait.
Need you to get the family together and get me money. What family are you talking about?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, accidental. What are you now?
First Judicial District.
What are you now? Not accidentally. Now I'm environmental attorney for the U.S. Army. Wow, neat. Is it true there's no money in environmental law? That's what I hear. That's the rumor. I'm not asking you to divulge here. Speaking of, well, I can't say anything. But anyway, I have a page. The sound bites are coming through your microphone, not the sound mixer. I'm pressing the sound mixer though.
My bag! Where's my bag? Where's my bag, Tanya?
That last one is low. I don't know why it came low. But the first two, I'm just pressing the button on the mixer, so I don't know.
I know for a fact that wasn't me. Okay.
Listen, Mad Dog, I don't think we're gonna need to let him free. I think he's gonna be free. Because he's gonna get 18 months.
Right, and he'll serve less time on that. But I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't, that doesn't mean just because they have to come up with a settlement. So while they can do it together, that doesn't mean he might get more time if they do a global. It doesn't mean that the federal just gets.
Where's the aux? Oh.
My bag! Where's my bag?
All right, that's it. Send up all the way. You guys are gonna have to come over and help me out. I'm in New York. So I got I want to tell you guys, I'm gonna make a video about it and I'll post it. Oh, thanks, Aunt. I got a full. Wait, I can show it to you. All right, you talk about something. I'm gonna show it.
What would you like me to talk about?
See, this is why she needs me.
I need
See
questions.
through. This is what happens. I give her the floor, and this is what happens. All right, so I have a picture of Jeremy's bank account, and I'm going to show it to you guys, and you're not going to believe it.
It's exciting stuff.
No, it's great. Hold on a minute, and let's thank. I can't say who I thank for it because he told me to not say who he is. Hold on. Give me one
See?
sec.
That's what Wendy was saying.
What was Wendy saying?
I got you, Wendy.
What was Wendy saying?
What I was saying about who is first in time.
No, but see, Sticky Fingers, this is why he's a moderator. Because Jeremy's been away for how long? Somebody tell me how long Jeremy's been away for now.
At least a year.
At least a year. So this is going to be time served on the state stuff.
Right. So maybe.
So he's going to get 18 months on the federal. He's going to get time served on the state.
Mhm.
He's going to get good behavior because everybody loves him in jail. Did you hear the thing? Did you hear the thing? Oh no, I got another letter today that Jeremy is getting special treatment in prison because he did a funeral escort for one of the officers.
Thank you, Anthony.
Stop. He's getting special
That is
treatment
correct.
from one of the officers because he did a funeral escort for a correction officer family, because that's what every correction officer loves, police imitators. Okay, hold on. I want to get you guys, I should have had it open already. I'm sorry. Yesterday. I want to get that picture of Jeremy's bank account. You guys are going to flip out. It's great. Here it is. Hold on. Here it is. I'm just going to, I'm going to do this. Come on, good picture. There it is. That's a page right off Jeremy's bank account. No, Anthony, that's what I'm saying. It's 18 months. This is Jeremy's life, just so you know. And now I'm going to show you the amounts. Hold on. This is what Jeremy is going to the pawn shops and pawning stuff off for. I mean, you know what kind of life that is? Do you know how much money that business made? Zero. If somebody showed this to me in an episode of This Is Your Life, I would just end it. So,
Hi, Ronnie.
I've been wanting to. Is what legal? What did I do now? I didn't do anything illegal. I was thinking it would be the things like insufficient funds. You know, it's awesome, Thomas, right? I have some other good stuff like that. I have a don't forget the Orange County case is still separate from the Oscar. Okay, all right. I thought he was locked up in April of this year. April of 2024? No, he's been away No, because remember, listen to the phone calls with Fraudy, right, where he's talking about he's not going to get out for Christmas. So obviously, those are in November. So he's been locked up since at least like September. Jeremy has mandatory bitch time. Is that incoming or outgoing? No, I think it's incoming. He's pawning shit. He's pawning everything he's got. He's pawning all the Oakleys that he reported stolen. Yeah. All right.
Now I know about the Oakleys. I'm up to speed.
All right. Do we have any legal questions for Lauren? So see-through doesn't bitch me out again. But also now we have Accidental Esquire, which
Who can help me out?
is kind of bullshit because Lauren's an intentional Esquire. So I feel like she outranks you, Accidental. I have also confirmed Jeremy. Wendy, I said that like 3 months ago, and you were like, Shane, it's not about PPP. What do you mean you confirmed it? I told you this months ago. And you kept giving me shit. Is Jeremy currently in protective custody? I don't think so. I know. No. I'll post something tomorrow about how he's. I have that. Oh, it's in the same email. Hold on a minute.
Me too, Accidental Esquire. I waited 3 years to go to law school after college.
She was trying to get in. Wait, hold on. Come on, I'm just joshing. Oh yeah, hold on. It's in the same email. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Anthony's asking a question. If Jeremy does plead sentencing agreement, right? You mean Anthony, you mean if the judge pleads, if Jeremy pleads in the state case, the federal judge does not have to follow the sentencing agreement? They're separate cases, if I'm reading your question right. So one sentencing would not have to do, if he was sentenced in one case and then pleads in another, it'd be two separate things, I would think. Very cool, Accidental Esquire.
What was the thing I wanted to say that I can't find it now? I'm going to post all these things probably tomorrow, but it was the one thing about him. It was Habibsi giving him a little, and then it was YouTube can't kick me off of that. I don't think. And then it was
I don't think that violates anything.
And then it was him getting special treatment because he gave one of the corrections officers' family a good escort and saluted somebody. And then what was the other thing I was thinking of? I don't know. It was good stuff. I'm going to send to you. Follow the agreement. Either judge really doesn't have to follow the agreement. Oh, that's what I want to tell you also. So the judge who's signing off on the Jeremy has been locked up since early. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jeremy, Ronnie messed me up. Ronnie just completely threw off my chain of thought. Now we're screwed. I'm old now. You can't do that to me. What was the thing? Oh, the judge who's signing off on all these motions, all these discovery motions, is not the judge who's going to be hearing his federal case. The judge who's going to be hearing his federal case is Judge Sneed.
I think it was Judge Sneed.
Judge Sneed, who happens to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that most women cannot refrain from Jeremy's sexual prowess. So if it's a woman judge, Jeremy, just give her a little bat of the eyes, a little bat of the hazel eyes, and it might be over. Especially if she's a busty, overweight Arab judge, because that's Jeremy's.
Lauren,
that's his go-to.
Can you scroll up a little
Why
bit?
isn't the Karsten Amir relationship a conflict of interest?
So it could be. Completely.
Clearly, it has not been.
So a couple of things.
Maybe it should be, is what you're saying.
Right. It could be because on his face, they were partners, right? And you would think because they're partners, there's a conflict there. But there may be some sort of Florida statute or law or judiciary opinion that sets a time limit. So if they have not been partners for X amount of years, and I don't know what that time would be, they could be out of that time frame. And what are you laughing at?
Accidental Esquire.
And so if they're outside of that time frame, he could appear before Carson. Also, if it's, sometimes trial strategy where the prosecution maybe didn't raise it as a conflict, and if it's not raised as an issue, then they go forward. So I think it's two different things, and we don't really know which one it is for sure. But if I had to guess, based on what Shane has told me, that it's been like 8 years since they've been partners,
Yeah.
he may be outside of that. So just because they were partners, it doesn't mean they're forever banned from appearing. Amir would be forever banned from appearing before Carson.
You know what has to happen?
What?
Need you to get the family together and get me. What family are you talking about?
Get the family together. Yeah. So that was that. What was the other thing I was going to say? What did somebody write that it made me think of something? Oh, so we have
Shane, I thought Lauren was going to kill you there for a minute.
what has to happen? What was that? There's a heart thing that gets in the way of the comments. I'm trying to figure out why there's 64 people in here and I only got 16 likes. You guys are posers. This clip will never. Oh, none of them will ever get old. None of them. Zero.
How would I rate prosecutors on Jeremy's last case for not shutting down his website? They seemed weak and not prepared, in my opinion.
In fairness, I was actually in the courtroom for that. And the prosecutor is a moron. That Collins, that guy does not deserve to be in a courtroom ever. He's a grandstander with no skill, which is really unfortunate. I have some of these for Windows default settings. Jeremy's call signs. All right, what else did we want to talk about? You're horribly prepared.
I have to follow your lead.
No,
You're
not
the big
according to
shot.
See Through.
What does C3 say?
She says I should shut up and stop talking over you. Please play the I'm out of gas clip. Oh, that's no, it's not the out of gas one that gets me. It's the one with the when Jeremy couldn't get the motorcycle started, and one of his employees had to do it for him. Like when you're the boss, you should be able to do everything that your employees can't, but he couldn't get the motorcycle started. He wasn't popping the clutch at the right time. So one of his employees had to do it because he's a jerk. So yeah. Lauren is yeah, likely the time is why there is no conflict. Lauren is over the target on that one.
Accidental escort.
Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor. Yeah. Lauren, how would you rate the prior? We did that one. Shannon thought, yeah, it's possible. She was going to kill me. Do it number 5, cologne. I love that video he's got out where he shows all his colognes. It's lovely. I have 2 colognes. The one from 1980, the Polo cologne from 1980, and the one from today with the, what's that called?
Man in the Can.
Yeah. What is
John
it?
Paul Gaultier.
John Paul Gaultier. I have 2 colognes, John Paul Gaultier and my Polo from 1984.
Both excellent choices.
Hell yes. I have 3 and 2 dried up. How about the state of Jeremy's marriage? That's a great question.
Let's talk about Rania.
So, well, let's talk about Rania and let's talk about Jen. So remember when Jen, and this is, I got this tonight a little bit from somebody, but
I know, Ronnie, I'm short. I told you I was too small.
Her chair is not shorter than mine. The I made sure she is. She's 5 foot nothing. Did you guys talk if they have spouse? Right? Did you guys talk? What's up if they have spouse? Conjugal visits? Is that what we're talking about? Is Jeremy going to get conjugal visits? And if so, who comes? Rania? Jen?
It couldn't be Jen.
So
I don't think.
why?
You're not married.
They're Muslim. They have multiple partners. Can't we use political religious right? Can we call religious right?
I don't know. I'm not.
Is there still an NC with Jen? What's NC? Jen is super hot. If you're a blind and desperate, she's a keeper for sure. Look, Jen's got those big floppy jugs, and that's what Jeremy's into. Lauren's like, you really just said big floppy jugs live.
I was trying to ignore it.
David Letterman used the same psychological. No, I'm telling you, the bases are the same. She's tiny.
I am only 5 foot.
I believe it's been 9 years now since their partnership. Oh yeah, I said 8. See, Wendy? No, you were wrong. It wasn't 8. It was 9. She's got to give it to me. My wife is Egyptian. That means Ron is trapped by his American dream. So I don't know how many people know this, but PT told me he had a conversation with Ranya's first husband, and Ranya was bragging to him that she was marrying a police officer. So there we have it.
So, what do you think is going to come from the federal trial, right? So, I know in the state trial, Rania showed up and then she didn't show
You're the
up.
expert. You're not supposed to be asking me.
I want your opinion, and then I'll
Okay.
give you mine.
All right.
And then, so she showed up, she didn't show up, and we had this talk about how I thought at least Amir probably tried to prep them, tried to, every attorney wants you to put your best foot forward in terms of appearances and showing that you're a family person. And then she showed up and she didn't, right? And then Jen showed up for one, right? It was like sort of like a one.
I only saw Jen
one
at
door.
I only saw.
Out the
No,
other.
they were all there for that first one that Josh and I
Right.
went to.
Right.
Josh is supposed to be in on this live, but I'm too technologically. What's the word? Incompetent to get him in here. So
Not up to
sorry,
speed.
Josh. No, Fraudy's the man. Fraudy's my personal hero.
So what will be interesting is there's a new attorney appointed.
Wendy wrote, Lauren, I'm nothing myself. What we're talking about in the booby department, or what are we talking about? You just said no booby talking. Now that was weird. All right, go ahead. Yes, we do love Fraudy. Everyone loves Fraudy. Fraudy is the man. I aspire to be Fraudy.
Absolutely. So now that there's a new prosecutor, a new defense attorney appointed, who's kind of fresh, so to speak, right? We had this conversation the other night. Do you think he's going to try and get Rania and, to portray the family support, have both moms there? And do you think, like they just wore Amir down and Amir was like, okay, if you want to show up, or he just realized it's more of a hindrance more than a help? Do you think they're all going to show up for the federal? Because for me as a lawyer, an accidental esquire could, federal is like a big deal to me.
Yeah, that's a good question for accidental esquire. Lauren here, she puts a lot of credence into the federal courts, but it doesn't seem we're talking about Florida. So
Federal's federal.
No, but the state of Florida is not the rest of the country. The state of Florida is a shit show. Michael Fink and Fraudy. Cheers. Yeah. So I got another one today. The Kmart one. Did I talk about the Kmart one yet?
No.
Jeremy, at 25 years old, with his brother, Dylan, they walk into a Kmart empty-handed. They pick up a big car item, walk up to the counter and say, we'd like to return this. Police are called. Jeremy leaves. He leaves in, guess what? A white Crown Victoria with blacked out windows. They call the police. He's already gone. The policeman is on his way home, drives past the 7-Eleven, sees a white Crown Victoria with blacked out windows, goes in there, and there's Jeremy and his brother, full black, says community enforcement on their jackets.
Mhm.
He's 25. He's already been in jail for police impersonation. He's already been in jail for the statutory rape thing, I think at 25, because I think that was 24 when that happened.
Mhm.
And they counted numerous other. They find like an unloaded gun in his car there, or a pepper ball gun or whatever it was, BB gun or whatever it was. The guy has an insatiable desire. He physically cannot adhere to law. So when he comes out, it's going to be the same thing all over again, because I don't think he's capable of not breaking the law.
I don't think so either. I think there's something at play with his psyche, his makeup, and
No, it's the same thing with the women and the grinder and all that stuff. He needs affirmation constantly.
Mhm.
Constant affirmation, whether it be from women, from his family, from the public, pretending he's a police officer. He's got it like
megalomania.
if he wasn't so entertaining, he would be very depressing. Like I would feel bad for him if he wasn't so entertaining, if he wasn't so arrogant about it.
How do you think he got like hooked Rania to commit to him?
Because Ranya's a moron. Ranya's one of the dumbest people on the planet Earth. And I know everyone's going to say Ranya's in on it with him, and maybe she is to some degree, but she's also way stupid.
She's maybe,
I've
she
said it
could be-
before. Whatever gets
She
Ranya
could be
to
dumb
not
as
go
a
to work.
fox, right?
That's what everyone's going to say. She's dumb as a fox. I just think she's dumb. Issue we have with AUSA, where that they only want perfect cases because of all of their high conviction rates. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Feds have FBI, ATF, and U.S. Marshals doing their work, police work. State prosecutors have line cops. That's an excellent point, which I didn't really ever consider. No, Sarge, 100%. You know, and like I said, you'd feel bad for him if he wasn't so arrogant about it. Right? These are, this is what womanizing is, right? I think to some degree, womanizing is the constant affirmation. You don't feel good about yourself, so you need somebody to tell you you're good. That's what womanizing is. And a lot of guys do that on the QT. This knucklehead does it out in the open 24/7. So
For everybody to watch.
what's that?
For everybody to watch.
Yeah.
And their entertainment.
He would have been a stalker and worse. Yeah. Sarge, that is a strong trait in a narcissist. 100%. I don't think anyone would debate the fact that Jeremy's not the world's biggest narcissist. What do we think about Jeremy having a female judge? Do you think Jeremy will woo her?
I don't think.
It's Jeremy.
I think it could almost have the opposite effect.
I watched him in court. So I was at one court date, at two court dates. I was at two court dates. And I watched him like grossly try to make eye contact with the female jurors and try to connect with them. He was looking at them. Yes, I know what you're saying. You have a child at home. Me too. There's no shot he doesn't do that with the judge. He's incapable of not doing it.
But I don't think it has a bearing on whether it's the judge is female or male. I think it's just his.
So Barry Harrell, he makes a good question. I saw where a lawyer, I can't think of the name, said Jeremy's facing 6 years and 200,000 in fines. What do you think about the fines?
Oh, I think he's going to have fines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think federal sentence will come with fines.
Okay, give me
Back taxes.
give me a ballpark. What are we saying no to, Wendy? Give me a ballpark.
Me? Well, I don't know what his actual income is going to prove, but let's say they prove that on his federal income taxes, he said he had $15,000 worth of income. And then they proved that his income was actually $200,000 and he should have paid, 33% of that in, state and federal income tax. I would think that there's that plus penalties.
KR says Kyle says they're gonna garnish his wages for the rest of his life, which is very
Okay.
possible, right? Christopher DeSantis, you got your message retracted. What happened? He was getting snippy. Tell me what happened there. Okay. I don't know. Did Google do that or did my moderator do that? I've only put one moderator in charge. Also, Pepe D's Nuts is trying to get a little, I think, with you.
Who's that?
He's that guy. He said, "Hey, pretty lady." He said, "How you doing?"
Hi. Oh, he's a Friends fan.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate that.
God,
How you doing?
Michael Fink, I tried desperately not to do that. Does anyone know anything about the house? Okay. Sticky Finger says it wasn't him. So Google is messing with Christopher DeSantis. Does anyone know anything about the house? Have we heard anything about the house? Michael Fink, that's a huge New York accent. Although I try not to be that guy.
Or it might be me.
Yeah, she's from Queens. She's from Queens. It's not Long Island like me. Yeah, Roman, definitely. There's a family member who's chipping in. Although it could be Michael Breen, because who knows what that freak is doing. Now I'm going to get a cease and desist letter. There's no house in Egypt, Anthony. Let's not play that game. We're not buying that. No, the house in Florida. They can't hold on to it indefinitely. And I got to think that Yellow Taxi. Oh, I saw her. I got to think Yellow Taxi's getting a piece of that house. No? Oh, and we're animal lovers as well. So God bless. There's a mud hole in Egypt. Did Tony get all the trucks? Did the court award Tony any trucks? Johnny, is that a thing? I don't remember that at all. Kyle, there cannot be any equity left. Evan, if they put that house up for sale, there's no shot we are not doing walkthroughs of that house. We'll be the first people in line to see that house. You got to be kidding. I mean, there is time and money for the federal case. Do you mean Jeremy has money for the federal case? Because he's got a court appointed. I can do a walkthrough now. I think what's his name tried to do a walkthrough and Ron, you called the police on him.
Yeah.
Who was that? What's his name? The real Captain Hammond. Yeah, he tried to do a walkthrough. I would think Yellow Cat would put a lien on the house. Yeah, for sure. You just Google around. Oh, Roman, that's not what we're talking about. We want a real walkthrough. Yeah, maybe time to tell the rollies. When's Jerry's last paycheck 3 years ago? He was talking to his mom about like he's working for somebody on the weekend sometimes before he got out. Fraud, you talking about my smile?
Definitely not.
Only Jeremy goes both ways around here. Yeah, I tried. You know what Jen does, Mad Dog? She gives the address that they give battered women on any documentation. She gives the address that they give battered women to give out. So I can't find her. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was actually going to try and woo her and show up to court with her on my arm in front of Jeremy. I thought that'd be exciting.
Oh, with Rhonda,
Jen.
with Jen on your arm.
That's what I wanted to do.
She might get her hooks in you though.
You never know. She got her hooks in a certain maintenance man at an apartment complex. I think we all know that story.
That was a crazy video.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him.
Right, the bars. You felt bad for the maintenance guy.
Yeah.
No, he was outstanding. Has
feel
anybody
like
not heard the maintenance guy's interview about Jen accusing me of rape? If you haven't heard that, I don't know who's got it. Fraudy, who's got that one? It's epic.
Axe. Yes. Axe commercial.
What's Axe commercial?
You don't know what Axe body spray
Oh,
is?
no, I do. No. And don't laugh. I bought a bottle of Axe like on vacation like a year ago because I couldn't find anything else. So, and I'm pretty brave to admit that. Heard it. What did she hear? Wonky Eye Burton is a really scary person. No, she's dangerous. Jen couldn't be here because she's busy at the bars. Is it bars or bars? Because Jeremy met her at a bar. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about the fact that Jeremy has her going on all his Grinder accounts and Ashley Madison accounts and deleting them. Like, what is she thinking as she's going on his dating accounts and deleting them? Like, what is that?
Well, there's probably some delusion there, right? That some sort of promise that she's the only one and he'll leave Rania for her once he's through the cases, I would think, right? Like, isn't that what a narcissist does? Like, feeds a narrative, feeds a right? Like you and I have discussed, like they kind of play off of one another, right? That one video we listened to where it was like one would get angry and then they would say, "Okay, honey," and then
Oh, lovey.
we would totally role playing it,
Weird.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what he's telling her, like, look, it's just you. I just got to get through this rough patch. And here's my accounts. You go and delete them so you trust me.
Yeah. Who was it? Roman, it doesn't seem like he's going to go away for long.
So
Bottom line.
I don't know what will happen with the state cases. If the federal judge decides to have them run concurrently, probably not, because don't forget, he's serving almost a year already and he hasn't been convicted of anything. So that's going to count for something.
It has to count for a lot because the prosecutor, what's his name? Daniels? What's that prosecutor? What's his name? Rollins? What's that guy's name?
In the state, I don't know.
No, the guy's a knuckle.
Zisserman or something.
No.
He's the federal.
It's like Rollins or Daniels or whatever. That guy sucks. No, and at some point, some judge is going to look at this and be like, this guy's been locked up for almost a year. Collins, right? Thank you, Barry. Collins. That guy sucks. And at some point, a judge is going to look at this and be like, this guy's been locked up for a year and you guys haven't convicted him of anything.
Right.
No, that's going to happen.
Yeah. So he's, serving time right now. So if he gets another year out of the federal, and then how many state charges with the insurance fraud is there?
What's that? Thanks, Hawaiian.
There are multiple, right?
Which one?
The insurance fraud cases.
Yeah. Not so much insurance fraud, but creating an accident. Right?
Insurance fraud.
Yeah, but I think the actual crime is no, Roman. That's what I keep saying. It just validates him every time he gets off. It validates him more, and he gets more arrogant. Yeah, Sildenafil. I don't think we have to. Can I call you Sildenafil? I don't think we have to worry about it. I don't think he's going to be in jail that long, and I think Jeremy will be out. And Jeremy's incapable of November of last year. Christopher, I know it was before November because he kept talking about not getting out for Christmas. So I think it was longer than November. The house is being held by his bail bondsman.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Fraudy, do you know what kind of money is on that bond? Oh, right. Hawaiian. You're right. I'm sorry. You make sense. My bad. I keep doing that. Right. No, I know. Now everyone's going to yell at me.
You said it, not me.
Yes, Roman. Good call. Let's say 7 months.
But still, so you
no, Papa Smurf, 100%. Check your email. I sent you incarceration dates. Okay, I will. I just can't do it now. The charge in Orange County is staging an accident / insurance fraud. When do you know when that date is for that trial? Is there anything on the docket for that or no? Yes, that is a legal question. Good point. I bet the bail bondsman owns it. Did you hear one of the most recent fraudy phone calls? I think it was fraudy, where his mom said his mom was talking about the fact that she took out a new credit card for all his nonsense, and this is the first one that actually has interest on it. And she said, "I'm not putting up my house. I'm not putting up a car. I'm not putting up anything." We heard that one recently, right? I think Fraudy posted it. What was it? Who said that? Sarge? Somebody said it. Yes, Anthony. It was a criminal of significance. Remember, I said it a couple times.
Which comment are you reading?
Anthony's. There was a certain identifier for him because it was. That's for Orange County. September 30 pretrial. September 30 jury trial. Well,
A violent offender? Is that what
yeah,
you're talking
a violent offender, a violent offender of special circumstance. That's what it was, Anthony. Oh, so we just found out today also, PT said that the date was moved for the federal trial. It was actually moved
to January,
to January now.
the trial.
So I think PT said it was moved to this October,
December. That's the
December.
status conference on
but the
Discovery.
status conference is December, and the trial is actually January. So they may be able to do that Orange County trial.
Mhm. Before then.
Is Amir's on there for Orange County too, right? Obviously.
But wasn't his motion, you don't know if his motion.
I know for a fact that wasn't me. Okay.
Right, I know. Amir has that one, right? He's got about $150 in equity on his house. There are 2 outstanding mortgages.
So what's going to be interesting about Amir's motion is whether they take it off the trial track and put it back on the pretrial track, or if they keep it on the trial track. So that'll be an important ruling.
When will that ruling come?
I don't know in Florida what their
So maybe if somebody
statute-
doesn't know, that's what happened. Amir, part of that thing that disgruntled veteran, and if anyone knows his like YouTube name, let me know because he's done some good work. People tell me, but that was the motion today. Kinda was to have
the trial continued
the
and
Osceola County put back on a pretrial track.
correct.
So let's really shelve it.
Right. Take it off the trial track.
Let's not delay it. Let's
No,
really forget it happened.
right. It's moving it off the track.
Yeah. Stop playing that. It isn't him. This is my favorite.
My badge! Where's my badge?
Where's my badge?
Here's my badge, Vanya.
That's the best one ever. How is Amir being paid? So there's a couple of things about that. And this is Lauren's good to have this here because there's a couple of things about that where, everyone says, well, he started it, so he's got to finish it. And Lauren says,
so once you take on a client, you can't just decide not to represent them anymore, at least in New York. And I would, at least in civil practice, I would imagine criminals even higher burden and an even higher standard. So you can only be removed or if the client itself substitutes you as counsel or fires you, and you'd have to show proof of that. Or if you make a motion to be relieved as counsel, and there's certain grounds upon which you have to prove to be relieved. You can't just say, I'm not representing you anymore.
no, but you told me one day, you said that people make motions all the time to be removed as counsel.
They do.
So why wouldn't
grounds?
Why wouldn't a guy who is not getting paid ask to be removed? Is that not a ground?
Amir gets a lot of playtime just on YouTube videos, right? I don't know. It could be his trial strategy. Maybe this is his own form of, there are very stringent bounds by which attorneys can advertise their firms and stuff. This is almost like free advertising for him. So I don't know, maybe.
So Johnny Hernandez, here's the video link from PT Uncle about Tony winning the loan scam case, but Jeremy was hiding one of the trucks at his mother's house, and she didn't want to hand the truck over. That mother of his, that's the interview I really want. I can't wait to meet his mom and ask her to tell me about Jeremy's military career.
Thanks, Papa Smurf.
Amir getting, what is that? There's that stupid heart in the way, and I can't get it out of the way. It blocks everything. I'm just sending out hearts. Okay. Weird lesbian moms. Yes. Rug munchers, we like to call them. Amir getting named out by represent. Yeah, he's getting publicity. Is it worth it? Jeez Louise.
Lauren, you're 100% Right. Amir knows that Jeremy provides a ton of free publicity.
Can it really be worth it dealing with Jen and the moms and Rania and those dogs barking all the time? Can it really be worth it?
You and I know his name, and we're in New York, and he's in Florida.
Right. Doesn't do me any good to know him.
But
I'm not going to get in trouble in Florida. I mean, I could. And also, there was some talk about the Muslim community paying his bill. And
That
the
could
Muslims
be.
have to be protecting him in prison, right? Because somebody wrote before about him being a sex offender in jail. Doesn't that get you killed?
They do not have an easy time in jail, from what I understand.
Jeremy's having the easiest time. Maybe
So
they
you
don't know it.
You don't know.
Maybe they don't know it.
You don't know. We can't get.
I hear him on the
infirmary
phone. He's having
record.
conversations like he's in his living room. I don't like it. Amir's getting the same payment as the suitcase killer's lawyer. Certainly defense attorneys are bottom feeders, and Jeremy is the poster child for the bottom. Listen, I got a lot of respect for Amir. Amir has kept this loser out of jail for this long. I got nothing bad to say about Amir. And also, I've talked to Amir twice, and he just seems like a gentleman. So I can't really. He does not seem like that to me.
And whatever we think about defense attorneys, they do believe in our constitutional right to be innocent until proven guilty. It's just my nerdy view on it.
Wow.
Right? That's
No,
what
no,
makes
that's
us
fine.
sets us apart from the rest of the world. So somebody has to do the work.
Who brought the bleeding heart? I worry about all of you still in uniform. It's getting insane. Not me, but yes, agreed. He's selling his ass for coffee packs. Yeah. And the funny part about him selling his ass for coffee packs is he would do it for free. So, well, that's the thing. So somebody told me recently, I never know what I can say and what I can't, but somebody told me recently that Jeremy, when him and Jen talk about, and I'm not just saying this as a joke. Like I've heard this is actually, and I believe it because the source I got it from. The emails say that when he's talking about ass play, that's as Lauren's daughter calls. I probably shouldn't be speaking about ass play. When no, I feel bad about myself. When he's talking about when Jen is talking about ass play, it's about that Jeremy wants it. And I believe that's actually true. So no, I think Jeremy loves the sausage. Agreed. That's how us New Yorkers say sausage. Yeah, no idea what he would do for a full ramen cup. I can't even. Yeah. Rockin' ramen. Hell yes. Some of them are good friends of mine. Accidental Esquire. Yep, I call them bottom feeders to their face. Yeah, they're what do we call them? Ambulance chasers. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy is a trisexual. He will try anything. That's what Jeremy is. Because it doesn't matter who the validation comes from, as long as it comes from somebody.
Okay.
Right?
I tend to agree with that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean, think about what got him into trouble with these YouTube channels and the not taking them down. He doesn't care what kind of attention he gets.
Well, I think a lot of us think Jen screwed him on that. I think a lot of us think Jen changed the passwords, changed the
Oh, no, I agree. But
the security questions. He didn't. I honestly don't think he knew how to take it down. I mean, he didn't try as hard as he could.
I don't doubt that. But I mean, to watch some of his videos, I think you showed me one where he was still wearing his body cam and, he was using the restroom and he was and talking about his cologne collection and right? Wasn't he showing us that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he just wants like you said earlier, just the attention, no matter what kind of attention it is.
Jeremy is doing high risk entries with the Rear Admiral. And by high risk, I think we mean dry.
Yeah.
No, he definitely has cameras everywhere. Well, I think we would have heard more about the cameras if no, Jessica Bolden is a big one. Where is she? That's who we got to talk to.
Who's that?
See? Jessica Bolden. Jessica
Tell
Bolden.
me.
Jessica Bolden is Jen before Jen.
There was a Jen before Jen?
There was a Jen before Jen. There was a Jen before Jen, and the ambulance business is actually in Jessica Bolden's name because Jeremy couldn't put it in his name.
This is shocking.
Butting it over again, what they were talking about, Jeremy's affinity for black guys in uniform. Yes, sticky fingers. I don't want to think you thinking about that is how you got sticky fingers, but Jessica jumped ship just in time. Yes, she did. Remember, she was going at it with Jen a little bit, Jessica? They were like chasing each other in cars.
Really?
Jen was not hearing Jessica.
Really?
It was like Cleopatra and
Well,
Ziggy.
Yeah, Jen is not the person to go up against. I mean, she was going to
She
have
saw her own
grandmother up the river.
Yeah. So no, I would not.
Mm-mm.
I would not mess with Jen, but I would like to go toe to toe with Jen. Yeah, she's batshit crazy. I'm really hoping she's watching this. What type of ragtop car were you in the other day? That was a Camaro. Not a big deal, still a Chevy. So we don't make too much of a big deal about it.
It's fancy and fun.
I don't know about fancy. It's fun, but I don't know if it's fancy. Yeah, no, agreed. No, Jen Burton. Has anybody seen that video where Jen goes in? I showed it to Lauren the other day. Jen walks in and she meets who's the big bald guy. You guys know who he is, but there was another cop in the room, and the guy says to Jen, "Well, I'm keeping him here because last time I talked to you, you said I masturbated in front of you." Did anyone see that? That's epic. Yes, Fraudy video. She goes to Windermere, right, Kyle? Yep. She goes, and who's that guy? We know who that is. That Windermere cop. Casey Anthony, detective.
Oh.
Not Casey Anthony.
The Casey Anthony?
Yeah.
The one that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course, she's wearing that gross dress of hers. Is there a Jen's OnlyFans? Somebody please post that. Because I would pay for that. No, Johnny, I'm trying. I can only do so much. Wait.
I know for a fact that wasn't me. Okay.
By the way, all these clips are taken off of Fraudy's channels, FYI. So. Jen is reporting me. Justin, who are we throwing up to? Oh, what are we talking about? I think it was the undersheriff. Oh, Conti? I think Conti, right? Was that the undersheriff? Was that his name? Yep. Red hooker dress. Yes, I knew what you meant. Allen, Detective Allen. Right. Detective Allen. Jen walks in to talk to him, and there's another cop in the room, and she's like, "Is he going to stay here?" And he was like, Detective Allen is like, "Well, last time I met with you, you said I masturbated in front of you. So this time I think we need to have somebody around." I mean, she's just
creepy. That was creepy.
She's
That was
just
all sorts of creepy.
fucking scum of the earth. Wow. Yep, Casey Anthony. Detective Allen, also on the Casey Anthony case.
Wow.
Interesting. Jen's OnlyFans is gross.
Yeah.
But I still pay to watch it. It's like a train wreck. You can't look away. Oh, yeah, that's online, Roman. That's everywhere, kind of. No, the moms are not paying those mortgage payments. There was an uncle or something paying them. Mom has had enough of paying, I think. There was an uncle. All right, Roman, send me a message somewhere. I'll send it to you. J Sauce, yo, what up, homie?
I think she's
worse.
She's behind a lot.
She's
of this.
worse because I think Jeremy is. Listen, they're both damaged, but Jeremy, I think, is.
She's a little more maniacal.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's delusional. I think she's evil.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to explain it.
Calculating.
Fraudy's got all his videos cataloged with specific keywords. Jen hasn't gotten herself arrested. I think the cops are. Hawaiian hippie. Did you you know the story about Jen servicing a policeman in his patrol car in front of her house. Do you know about that? That's a true story. Guy got fired over it. But Jen just goes on her merry way. I'm pretty sure that's a real world police video, or Fraudy could point you to the Dewey Decimal System of all his videos to point that one out for you. Fraudy, tell her where she can find the video about Jen servicing the police officer in front of her house in the car. Mr. M, Jen's got a new paramour. I think he's the same guy who paid for her plastic surgery.
She had plastic surgery.
I haven't seen it yet. PT says it's not good. Why nippy? I'm good. I don't need to hear more about Jen servicing the cop in his police car. Well, yeah. Well, I've said 100 times that when crazy meets crazy, real world police, that's the best DeWitte Jen video you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Come on, Hawaiian, you know you want to do it. When crazy meets crazy, real world police. You need to do that. The funniest videos went to register and ended up getting arrested for
Look who's here.
Oh, there
Hi,
he
PT.
is. What's up, buddy? We were talking about you before. None of it was good. I was saying,
That's a lie.
if you didn't see it, the judge in Jeremy's federal case is a woman, and I think that Jeremy will use his male wiles on her. So, Judge, what was her name?
Sneed.
Sneed. Judge Sneed is the new judge in the no. So Judge Emery Kidd is ruling on the motions.
So it looks like that based on the last order that was granted, the continuance, that it was Judge Kidd who signed the order and scheduled the status conference for December, and then assigned Judge Sneed as the trial judge for January 2025.
All right, so I just gave PT information that he didn't have, so that's it. I'm quitting YouTube. It's all over now. I'm out. Walk away a winner. What does that mean? You're not glad to have me in the room? All right, whatever.
We're besties, me and PT.
All right, it's fine.
Lauren gave it to PT, not Jane.
God damn it.
PT, you and I will talk.
Christopher, his life definitely went downhill as soon as Jen came into it. He would force a 14-year-old girl to sit in the back seat of his car with her hands behind her back like a perp, and then he statutorily raped her. I think his life was pretty bad before he met Jen. So I shouldn't be laughing about that, but no, his life was pretty bad right from the start. His life was bad from the minute he tried to pay that. He tried to not pay that gas bill. That's when his life. Guy's a freak. Jeremy's so delusional. I can hear the voice in his head.
That's great.
No, I want to show that. I wish PT could see that thing I showed on the screen before about all Jeremy's trips to the pawn shop. I don't know, PT, if you've seen that. I'll send it to you if you haven't. It's amazing. It's like 15 trips to the pawn shop on his bank statement. It's epic. Oh, Vidler. I'm going to assume you hit the R instead of V. He actually made a, Kyle can tell you, he was on his Facebook page today, or on a Vidler Facebook page today, saying that he's got a couple more months to fight. Kyle was the one who sent that to me earlier, so he can tell you about that. But Vidler said he's on it. Vidler needs to run for sheriff. That's a good call, actually. Yes, Vidler, the hero of the Pulse nightclub shooting, should actually run for office. So, Ronnie, what is Ronnie doing? Ronnie's getting messages retracted too.
Not Ronnie.
Sticky, are you doing something there, or what happened? Sticky is our moderator. Yeah.
Fiddler versus the diddler.
Is Jen reporting what to YouTube? What are we saying? Christopher, go back. And Ramsey's still on his job, right? Ramsey's still working.
Community leaders.
Oh, I think
Sippy's probably is popular.
I don't know Sippy, but I know Gia. I
Hi,
think
Sippy.
Gia tried to fight me one day recently. Gia got snippy with me. She got upset with me.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. This Gia. Gia, are you so angry with me?
Gia's Friday.
I think Gia is a huge PT fan, as I am, but I think she thought I was trying to compete with him and tried to shoot me down. That's what I think happened. All right. Nice to see you, Gia. I'm trying to play nice with you. Between the nightclub incident and the Casey Anthony trial, these people will always be remembered. Yeah, that is a shame.
I know for a fact that wasn't me. Okay.
Subcontractor, Sarge. No, Gia was angry with me. Gia gave me shit the other day. Which is, hurt my feelings because I'm very sensitive. Well, I know that about me. What do you think the verdict? What do you think? I think Fiddler's screwed. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's coming back from it.
That would be a shame.
Anybody have any thoughts on that? I don't think he's coming. It's been too long. I don't think anyone wants to take up his cause anymore.
With respect to getting his pension back?
Yeah. No, taking the pension was bullshit. You could fire him, but don't take his pension. Oh, that's a really good question, Johnny. Oh, okay, Gia. Oh, I thought he lost his pension. I thought they took his pension too. All right, I feel better then if he didn't lose his pension. Mike, why do you think he wasn't interested? Okay. And a settlement? No, he didn't get a settlement already. That's what I'm saying.
He did lose his pension.
Fraudy and PT. I'm going to be the ref. No, Christopher, this is what happens every time Jeremy gets away with anything. He becomes more bold and emboldened. Beach Beauty, I'll be there. There's safety in numbers. Christopher, I'm in. I'm there. I'm always there. Roman Wolf, he kept his pension. Good night, Gia. It was nice making amends with you. Don't hate me. When crazy meets crazy, Janet. That's what it is. And I love how Jen says tiptoeing around Rania is tiptoeing around crazy. No, agreed. Crazy meets crazy.
No. Oh, this one.
She doesn't say anything important. I'm just kidding. It's all legalese. Nobody wants to hear that. I'm just kidding. All right. I gotta bring her in. It's what we do. I look at her sometimes to say something. My mom says my hot pockets are ready. I can talk over her because I made her those cool stuffed peppers.
Yes.
Did you ask her to be on? All right, whatever. You can't do these videos if you aren't,
happy.
Like me. Talk a lot.
I don't want to interrupt the genius.
I have brought more information than most by support to Fraudy, so enjoy. Gee, I think you're amazing. You gave me some guff the other day. I don't know. It's okay. I didn't hold it against you. I'm praying Jen's in this room somehow. Not this room here, because that would frighten me, but this room.
That would be kind of fun.
You want Jen in here?
I do a little bit.
I don't want her to have
Bring it.
I don't want her to have my address.
Not this room, that room.
So Roman, Josh from the Vault, he got pretty close to Vidler.
He did.
When we were in Florida together, after I left, he got a police officer who knows Vidler, and I thought he was getting close, but we haven't heard anything since. So Ronnie wants to know how the peppers were.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. I ate the whole thing, which is not me.
She only eats half of anything. She ate that whole pepper.
The whole thing.
Oh,
I really was impressed with your cooking skills.
yeah, hell yeah. PT is cornering the Vidler market as we speak. Accidental when Wendy and I were in courtroom. The next day on his phone call, he said the only people who were there, his whole family wasn't there. The only people who were there were the YouTubers scribbling furiously. I think I'll have a plank second. Maybe. PT, who did Jen's plastic surgery? Who is that? Tell us about that. Tell us about the love interest. Christopher, I had a long conversation with Officer Woods in the courthouse, but I couldn't ask him anything, and he wouldn't say anything. But I did get to speak to him for quite a while. Dr. Nick from
Do we think Jen's still with the new boyfriend?
No, there's no
No.
way. No, he used her.
Of course, she used him. He didn't know who she was.
What are you saying? PT's watching Jen's OnlyFans? Is that what you're saying? Because I would pay for her OnlyFans. Does anyone have access to Jen's OnlyFans? I would pay lots of money for that, just so I could tell her shit to do. What's up, fancy lady? Oh, fancy lady's picture looks like Jen. No offense, fancy lady. It's this small. I don't mean to. Wow, that was an awful thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Lauren's like, you're an asshole.
He did not mean that, fancy lady.
Lauren, if Jen was there with you two tonight, she would have a police report on you both tomorrow morning. Yeah. No, it's so small, fancy lady. I'm sorry. It's like this big. It looks a little like Jen. I said it again.
Yeah,
Stop saying it. Okay. It's because Lauren's plying me with alcohol.
This is where I come in.
The alcohol?
The filter.
Oh, right.
Or try.
Yeah, she's my filter.
I try.
All right. Jen doesn't have boyfriends. She has tricks. Well, when you have a trick every night, maybe then it's actual boyfriend.
That's right.
And when they're paying for plastic surgery, maybe you could call them. She was all giddy about the love interest.
She was.
You heard that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all right, Ronnie. I'm tiny but mighty.
No. She can take care of herself. Just spit across the room. All right, what else? We have any questions for Lauren? Anything else? We're an hour 18 in. I don't even know if the Mets won or. That's her. Wonky Eye Burton. Jen's in the house. Wonky Eye Burton. See, it does look like Jen. I told you. Look, it's the same picture. It is Jen. I wasn't lying. Lauren is awesome. It's not a debate. She puts up with me. They will never live stream that, Roman. Never.
Thank you, Christopher.
It gets too much press already without live streaming it. The 3000.
This is a great story.
So, in the Marvel movies, Tony Stark says to his daughter at the end, "Oh yes,
Oh,
I am for you, sister." Tony Stark says to his daughter, "I love you 3000," and it means I love you more than tons, because a ton, as we all know, 2000.
mm-hmm.
So 3000 is I love you 3000. So my daughter and
That's right, Michael.
my oldest daughter and I have a tattoo in the same spot for 3000 because I love you 3000. So that's my princess. My oldest princess. I have two princesses, but that's my oldest princess. Dewitte has conjugal every night. We call them pillow biting. Yes. All right. Any more legal questions for
What kind
Lauren?
of lawyer is Lauren?
She tries to not divulge.
I am civil litigation. I work in civil litigation,
That covers it.
not criminal.
Right. Oh, Johnny, I've thought about it, believe me. Because
Oh,
Lauren
yay,
knows.
Sarge.
Lauren knows how I feel about my princess.
Wait,
Sarge
I
got
missed
her
it.
law license?
His daughter got her license today.
Law license? Sarge, what kind of license?
If you were the judge.
Wait,
what would you
Mike
say?
Coleman, what did Mike Coleman say? Is go back. Mike Coleman says she works for the Nick Rakita law firm. Who's she? Is that daughter, wife? Jen? She is young. We had her late in life, Sarge. Okay, but what, she get a law license? Sarge?
Thank you, Ronnie.
Nick is a class act. So tons of Jeremy memorabilia can be found on pawn shops across Orlando. Hell yes.
Need you to get the family together and get me money. What family are you talking about?
Oh, nice, Sarge. Congrats.
That's awesome. Very exciting.
My daughter has a driver's license and has totaled 3 vehicles. Well, 5 vehicles if you
Not her
count
fault.
the other vehicles that were totaled in the accidents. So
Lauren, if Jen burns Jeremy and he gets really ticked, can he go after her in court to recoup some of that money? So
the YouTube money.
the YouTube money.
Is that what we're talking about? The YouTube money?
What money would he be?
Because she has control of the YouTube channel. So any money it makes.
Well,
By the way,
unless
YouTube hates me.
they do.
Let's bring it back to me.
Yes.
I can't get monetized. Like, not that I even care that much, but I'm still not monetized.
I don't know how that's a thing.
No, it's funny. Like, I don't care. Yeah, the YouTube money.
Lauren, I thought she would get the joke. All right, I missed it.
Lives have come a long day since the day of the alliance. What was the alliance? Now, is it SIPE? It's SIPE. SIPE. That's not SIP. It's SIPE. So Wendy says the 10K never existed, but Wendy, that channel was racking up likes and views. There had to be some money.
I don't know, but I
Probably
think
money in there now.
I think I missed a joke somewhere.
Lauren, if Jen burns Jeremy, gets really ticked. From who?
So here was the question.
Some of that money, Johnny Hernandez. Yes, the YouTube money. I don't think it was Johnny. He would obviously have. Yeah, no, it wasn't Johnny.
I thought she would get that.
Yes, you pronounced it correctly. Okay, SIPE. I'm unfamiliar with your work, but it's nice to meet you. You're popular in here. Yeah, so Wendy, there has to be some money. There's probably money in the account now, unless Jen's still taking it out. I mean, he's getting views. You can drain
Michael,
so much
he was appointed counsel to represent him in the federal case.
No, Michael, he's got to use a different, Amir is not licensed in the federal bar. So he had to get a court appointed. And apparently he fired the first court appointed lawyer and got a second one.
Thank you, Anthony.
Ronnie, somebody said earlier in this group that Tony sued Jeremy. I don't know anything about it. Not 10,000. Jeremy claimed YouTube pays monthly. Yeah, but we don't know how much he made over a month. That, right? I mean, and if that money sits in there for 3 months, I mean, I wouldn't know what YouTube pays because YouTube hates me, but I have no idea. I'm mad I'm not getting my 75 cents a month for this piddly 52 likes you guys gave me.
Anthony gave you some likes.
No, Anthony's the poop. Wonky Eye Burton. That's a soprano. Is that a Sopranos line? I'll mail you some more, you bum.
Some money.
Oh, some money. No, if I really cared, I would really try.
Correct.
Lauren tells you I don't really try. Yes, I knew it. I stick provolone in my shoes at night so it smells like your sister's, right? That's the line from The Sopranos. No, I think Jen had like eye surgery or something. PT can tell us what she had. I think PT's got before and after pictures of the surgery. Outside of New Orleans.
Does anybody find Rania attractive?
No. So I just got like 7 pictures of Rania the other day where she looks really kind of cute. Right? Did I show them to you?
Yes, you did.
She looks cute. Rania looks cute in some of these pictures. But then there's the one from Chicago where it's just, she's got the flapjacks out and it's not good. All right. Again, Wendy, I wouldn't know because YouTube refuses to give me anything. YouTube pays about $7 per 1,000 views. That's great. She has a glass eye, I think. His channel came from Mr. M. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. What did they think? What did that jury think? That she started a Metro State channel for herself from Jeremy's IP address? Don't get me started. That's why that Collins guy, no. That prosecutor, he should be fired. My hair's messed up again.
Better. I get you.
What's up, Lenny?
Hey, Buffalo.
Christopher agreed. Rania is not unattractive. Fraudy, that may be accurate, but the Chicago when she comes downstairs and the shorts and the t-shirt, it's not good. But I think it was looked really good in that video when Jeremy was pulled. Yeah, that's okay. But I just keep thinking of the Chicago one. And I know when you take her out of those clothes, it's just a big old mess. Sorry.
That could just be the poster for what unhappiness looks like.
Yes, accidental Esquire for sure. What is that?
I said that could just be the poster for what unhappiness looks like.
This is why I talk over Lauren because I have the headphones on. That's my excuse. I can't hear her talking. Oh, that voice. Barry, that voice. It's just brutal. All right, Fraudy, you win. I know I'm a bad person for shaming. For slut shaming. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. No, Daniel. I'm gonna imagine it's Daniel Larson. So Daniel, being a sex offender and wannabe cop and something else. There's like a triple threat he's got there. Something else that's not good. I can't remember what it is now, but something else he did. Yeah, bad. That's what I'm saying, Wonky Eye. No, Egyptian can be like exotic, kind of. You just can't be built like a bowling pin. That's all. By Sarge. Oh, Sarge is going? Oh, good night, Sarge. It's good seeing you, pal.
Anthony's going too.
Anthony, peace. Very cathartic. When's the meetup? We're gonna have to do it middle of the country. Middle of the country north. That's what we're gonna have to do, like Wyoming.
Mm.
Wyoming's pretty this time of year, I hear. Well, Derek, he's actually been in jail for a long time now, I feel like. But it's just not like concrete. I retired from no longest. Jeremy needs help. Leonard, 100% he needs help.
Really?
Vegas.
Leonard.
Accidental Esquire says Vegas. Vegas is a good choice.
I'm down with that.
Yes, I think we're all down with that. Yes. Well, we know Jeremy has booked some rooms for Jen at the Courtyard. That's how I get stuck. That's how I got the first time I got involved with Jeremy, were those phone calls with Jen trying to get a room out of him and him saying he didn't have any money on his credit card. That was my first foray into this, like 3 years ago. DoubleTree. Wow. Guys are the best. 100% it was a DoubleTree. That's awesome. No, Ronnie, that's why I asked PT, and Fraudy, can we get some infirmary records? But that's HEPA violation, so instead we should just get incident reports.
Right.
Yeah. PT and Fraudy, what are you guys doing? We need incident reports.
Good night, Ronnie.
Ronnie, good night. All right, folks, it's been an hour and a half. I'm fading. Went to DoubleTree that everyone called and reported. They kicked him out. I don't even remember that. I don't know about that. Sounds delightful. All right. It's time for bed. Thanks, Sent. All right, people. Good night, Sipe Sipe. It was a pleasure meeting you, making your acquaintance. Barry, good night. You the man. All right, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Happy, healthy. What was the third thing? Safe.
Stay safe.
Happy, healthy, safe. Don't do anything, Jeremy. No, I know. What is? So, Johnny, I have seen some Instagram. You guys follow the Voights on Instagram, the two moms on Instagram? You got to do that. Wonky eye. There are some pics of Rania that have not been published of Rania. She is nothing like that. She looks like today. She's not large. No, I saw those pictures, Fraudy. You're right. She looks cute in those pictures. Clear eyes, full hearts. Middle of the day. All right, you guys are going to keep me here if I don't go. All right, good night. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to post some more of the stuff I just showed you on my phone. The bank, no, it's not. Yeah, it's his bank account stuff and some other stuff where he thanks Rania for a nice blowjob. You guys will like that. It's a good text message. All right. Oh, good night to the beautiful lady. I don't think he's talking to me.
Good night, Christopher.
Could be, but if I was Jeremy, you
Sweet
would
dreams.
be. Fraudy said good night.
Good night, Fraudy.
Good morning.
Or good morning.
From Wendy, because it's, and Fraudy, aren't you guys on the same timeline? Thanks, Johnny. Go Mets. Yes, go Mets. Shane's all right. Well, I think Wendy told me they're 14 hours behind us, which makes it 11 p.m. would be 11 a.m., which would be 8 a.m. Wendy's at 8 a.m. where you're at, and Fraudy too. Fraudy is +8.
So he's ahead. He's tomorrow.
Wonky Eye Burton's in Thailand. Oh, your White Sox are horrendous. There's no getting around that. I heard the commentator yesterday say they made an error, and he said that was so White Sox. That's rough. It's 5 a.m. Wendy, why are you awake? That's really bad. I didn't even know 5 a.m. exists. I thought it just went from like midnight to 8. Oh, okay. That's why Fraudy's been awake. Fraudy's been very active the last 2-3 hours. Sorry, pal. It's all cyclical. You'll be good and I'll suck in like 3 years. I'm a morning person. Okay. All right. I'm not. Mini Motors. That's right.
Around the globe. That's great.
All right, folks. I'm signing off. Let me give you just a little.
I know for a fact that wasn't me.
Have a good one,
Where's my
Friday.
badge? Where's my badge, Vanya?
Oh, he's. Well, any chance he does no? There's no chance he does no federal time. He's doing federal time. There's no chance he does no federal time.
Right.
Okay. She was going to get in trouble for a minute again. What's Thursday? Oh,
He's
it's Thursday.
Thursday. It's 1
He's
p.m.
Thursday. 1 p.m.
Thursday.
Oh, so you're ahead.
He's ahead.
Okay. Well, I know where his badge is.
My badge! Where's my badge? Where's my badge, Vanya?
It was upstairs. She didn't bring it down, that bitch. Okay. All right, Fraudy. I'm going to sleep, so you enjoy. Jeremy needs to be on an episode of Cops. That's what Jeremy needs to be on an episode of. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Peace and
everybody.
love. Happy, healthy, safe.